Okay, so now I'd like to talk about what I've learned about management and governance in the Sydney Cross-City Tunnel case. So the Cross-City Tunnel project is a public-private partnership. It is a privately financed project that provides public service. And this is a very interesting type of relationship as all the planning designs are carried out by the private company, which is Chong Kong Infrastructure Holdings Limited, and they will give the Road and Traffic Authority a detailed proposal on how they plan to complete the design, the construction and operation of the Sydney Cross-City Tunnel. They won't have to meet all the conditions set by the RTA. They are able to make critical changes to the original project plan. And I learned from this case that the way of governance can be very unnoticeable, as we can see that the RTA had set out an original plan but allowed the private company, which is the CKI, to make their own proposal and bid for the project. And of course there was ongoing discussion between the CCM consortium and the RTA. For example, they asked for compensation from the authority to decrease the risk that the company takes. So we can see that government only governs this project in a very indirect manner, and it is CKI, the private company, that is making most of the plans. So this partnership has transferred the risk taken from the government to the private company. The private company will consider more about its own benefit rather than the project as a whole, because they will have to bear all the risk and the losses if it fails. So the RTA's assessment and review panel will check the proposal made by the companies bidding for the project and select the one that represents better value for money. And at the end, CKI won the project and built the tunnel in approximately 2 years. However, the outcome of the Sydney Cross-City Tunnel was well below what was estimated, and the government's no-cost-to-government strategy was being criticized by the public, as this allowed the private company to set the toll price, and the head of the RTA had to step down at the end due to failure to disclose an amendment to the contract they signed with the CCM consortium. And this case showed me that big projects like this requires close supervision by the governance team and should be strict on the policies they set. The focus of this case is a little different from the previous two, as both the governance and management teams seem to focus more on their own needs instead of the need of the public. The governing team is taking too little control into the whole project and did not spot a lot of potential problem that could occur. And this is the main reason that contributed to why the project didn't work out and failed miserably. And this is why CKI is having their financial problems at the moment. Yeah, that is basically what I've learned from this case. Thank you for listening.